Amplitude determines loudness. So, what does frequency determine? It determines the shrillness. We say some people's voice is very shrill. It as if pierces into through your ears like a whistle. This is called pitch. Now, if you see a bird's sound or a cat sound, how is it? Meow. And what about a lion? Ah. Now, just see the difference between the two. In the case of lion, the voice is much louder, and that's because the amplitude is high, but the frequency is less. But in the case of cat, the voice is shrill, high pitch. That means frequency is more. There is another difference. Have you seen that huge drum which they beat normally during national anthem or PT and parade? Now, in that the voice is very loud, but it is a heavy voice. It is not shrill, it is low pitched. But in the case of whistle, it is high pitched. So, what we find is that when the vibrations are less, then the pitch is low, as in case of drum or lion. And when there is more frequency, that means more vibrations per second, then there is high pitch, as in the case of birds, a cat, and so on. There is a difference in sound of even children, women and men. In the case of men, the voice is loud, but it is low pitched, and in the case of women, it is high pitched and it is not so loud. So, you must have seen that when children sing, even the male singers, their voice is very much like a woman. Many times it happens when they want to show playback singing of a small boy, it is the female playback singer and not the male playback singer, because in case of boys, their Adam's apple develops after adolescence. It is then that their voice becomes deep and hoarse. Till then, it is like a woman only, it is at high pitch. So, that is how frequency, amplitude and pitch play a role in making a peculiar sound of a particular person or organism. Now, you see, sound was so interesting. Sound helped us to identify people. Sound, when nice and musical, whether natural, as in the case of springs and rivers and sea and birds, it is very pleasing, very relaxing. It is music to our ears. But same sound, when it is too much, very high, then it is not music, it is noise. Like in factory, like in traffic, like when you people get together, like when crows create a ruckus. When too many crows get together and they start producing sound, how does it sound? It sounds very bad. And you know, when there is too much of noise, it can damage our ears. You know, the sounds can be of two types, audible and inaudible. The audible sound is more than 20 hertz. So, audible sound is the one that can be heard, and it is more than 20 hertz and less than 20,000 hertz. This range is audible. Any sound below 20 or more than 20,000 is inaudible. Can't be heard.